Lao Tzu, commonly translated as Old Master, was an ancient Chinese philosopher and writer. Alive sometime between the 4th and 6th centuries BC, this semi-legendary figure has played a central role in Chinese culture for millennia. Lao Tzu is regarded as the author of the Tao De Ching, an ancient Chinese text that describes the Tao as the source of all existence. These Lao Tzu quotes will give you insight into this wise man and his teachings and might as well inspire you. Some say that my teaching is nonsense, others call it lofty but impractical. But to those who have looked inside themselves, this nonsense makes perfect sense, and to those who put it into practice, this loftiness has roots that go deep. Simplicity, patience, compassion. These three are your greatest treasures. Simple in actions and thoughts, you return to the source of being. Patient with both friends and enemies, you accord with the way things are. Compassionate to yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. If you want to shrink something, you must first allow it to expand. If you want to get rid of something, you must first allow it to flourish. If you want to take something, you must first allow it to be given. This is called a subtle perception of the way things are. The soft overcomes the hard. The slow overcomes the fast. Let your workings remain a mystery. Just show people the results. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. Do you have the patience to wait until your mud settles and the water is clear? If you understand others, you are smart. If you understand yourself, you are illuminated. If you overcome others, you are powerful. If you overcome yourself, you have strength. If you know how to be satisfied, you are rich. If you can act with vigor, you have a will. If you don't lose your objectives, you can be long-lasting. If you die without loss, you are eternal. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Stop thinking and end your problems. What difference between yes and no? What difference between success and failure? Must you value what others value? Avoid what others avoid? How ridiculous. Other people are excited, as though they were at a parade. I alone don't care. I alone am expressionless, like an infant before it can smile. Other people have what they need. I alone possess nothing. I alone drift about like someone without a home. I am like an idiot. My mind is so empty. Other people are bright. I alone am dark. Other people are sharp. I alone am dull. Other people have purpose. I alone don't know. I drift like a wave on the ocean. I blow as aimless as the wind. I am different from ordinary people. Trying to understand is like straining through muddy water. Have the patience to wait. Be still and allow the mud to settle. Love is a decision, not an emotion. Success is as dangerous as failure. Hope is as hollow as fear. He who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. He who defines himself can't know who he really is. He who has power over others can't empower himself. He who clings to his work will create nothing that endures. If you want to accord with the Tao, just do your job, then let go. Colors blind the eye, sounds deafen the ear, flavors numb the taste, thoughts weaken the mind, desires wither the heart. Failure is an opportunity. If you blame someone else, there is no end to the blame. Without opening your door, you can open your heart to the world. Without looking out your window, you can see the essence of the Tao. The more you know, the less you understand. The master arrives without leaving, sees the light without looking, achieves without doing a thing. It is better to leave a vessel unfilled than to attempt to carry it when it's full. If you want to become whole, let yourself be partial. If you want to become straight, let yourself be crooked. If you want to become full, let yourself be empty. If you want to be reborn, let yourself die. If you want to be given everything, give everything up. The supreme good is like water, which nourishes all things without trying to. It is content with the low places that people disdain. Thus it is like the Tao. In dwelling, live close to the ground. In thinking, keep to the simple. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. When you're content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. The gentlest thing in the world overcomes the hardest thing in the world. That which has no substance enters where there is no space. This shows the value of non-action. Teaching without words, performing without actions. This is the master's way. Allow your life to unfold naturally. Know that it too is a vessel of perfection, just as you breathe in and breathe out. Sometimes you're ahead and other times behind. Sometimes you're strong and other times weak. Sometimes you're with people and other times you're alone. Action should be taken before a thing has made its appearance. Order should be secured before disorder has begun. The strong wind cannot last the whole morning. The torrential rain cannot last all day. It is nature that causes these things, but even nature cannot cause them to go on forever. If nature cannot do this, then certainly man cannot do so. Stand before it, and there's no beginning. Follow it, and there's no end. Stay with the ancient Tao. Move with the present. If you realize that all things change, there's nothing you will try to hold on to. If you aren't afraid of dying, there's nothing you can't achieve. Trying to control the future is like trying to take the master carpenter's place. When you handle the master carpenter's tools, chances are that you will cut yourself. Fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife and it will blunt. Chase after money and security and your heart will never unclench. Care about people's approval and you will be their prisoner. Do your work, then step back. The only path to serenity. The gentle outlasts the strong. The obscure outlasts the obvious. Hence, a fish that ventures from deep water is soon snagged by a net. A country that reveals its strength is soon conquered by an enemy. Before the birth of all things, there existed an undifferentiated whole, a solitary void, unchanging, yet operating everywhere without exhaustion. It is therefore considered the source of everything. I do not know its true name, although some call it Tao. If compelled to characterize it, I would simply call it great. For to be great implies that it is far-reaching. To be far-reaching implies distance. And to be distant implies returning to the source. Thus, the Tao is great, heaven is great, earth is great. The wise person is also great. In the universe, there are 4 great ones, and the wise person is one of them. The wise person follows the laws of earth follows the laws of heaven, and heaven follows the law of Tao. The Tao with nothing to follow is natural unto itself. If you found value and enjoyed watching, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos.